Hello everyone, this is a pre-recorded video lesson on the topic perpendicular bisector of a segment. In this lesson, we are going to illustrate and identify perpendicular lines, rays, segments, and bisector of a segment. So let's first recall what are the differences between the terms. Lines. So recall that lines extend forever in both directions. So here we have these arrowheads to represent that the line can extend infinitely sa right direction and also for the left direction. It has no endpoints. Whereas pag sinabi nating segment has two endpoints. Okay? So segment is a part of your line. It has a definite length, no? So for example, this is point A and this is point B. So segment AB is part of line AB. Okay? So we can say that. And ray, so the last term, ray has one endpoint and the other extends forever in one direction. So meron tayong isang endpoint dito, but the other ay walang katapusan, no? So forever nag-e-extend siya. Okay, so those are the differences of your lines, your rays, and your segments. Now, what does perpendicular mean? So in the previous lesson, we have discussed parallel lines. So this time, let's look at perpendicular lines or perpendicular segments. So two lines or segments are perpendicular when they intersect. Okay, so take note, they should intersect and must form a right angle. So pag sinabi nating right angle, the measurement is 90 degrees. Okay, so let's draw some lines here. We have here line M. Okay, so let's imagine this is a straight line. This is line M. And we have line L. Okay, so this is line L. Okay, so line L and line M are perpendicular. Okay, so in order to denote na perpendicular sila, so the angle here should measure 90 degrees. Okay, so kung 90 yan, 90 din to, 90 din yan, 90 din yan. Okay, so that is the definition of perpendicular. So we write line L is perpendicular to line M. Next, so perpendicular bisector. So the perpendicular bisector of a segment is a line that bisects the segment. So we have here new words, bisect and bisector. So pag sinabi nating bisect, okay, it divides and not just dividing, no? So it divides into two equal parts. Okay, so yan yung definition ng word na bisect. So divide into two equal parts. So si bisector, siya yung nagdi-divide. Okay? So the bisector divides the segment into two equal parts. And since perpendicular yung bisector, okay, so dapat it should form a right angle with the segment. Okay, so here we have here segment AB. Okay, so segment AB is divided into two equal parts. Nasaan yung two equal parts? So you have segment AP and segment PB. Okay, so since meron tayong perpendicular bisector, AP is congruent to PB. Okay? So, line CP, itong line na to, this is the perpendicular bisector kasi dinidivide niya si AB and at the same time, yung na-form natin na angle dito is 90 degrees. Okay? So, I hope clear yung definition ng perpendicular bisector. Now we have this perpendicular bisector theorem. So if there is a point that lies on the perpendicular bisector of the segment, then that point is equidistant from the two endpoints of the segment. Pag sinabing equidistant, this is just equal distance. Okay? So let's analyze. So CP here in the figure is the perpendicular bisector. It bisects segment AB. Okay? So ibig sabihin si AP, itong part na to, is congruent to the other part, PB. Okay? So ito yon. Congruent sila. And the angle formed right here is 90 degrees. So, in the perpendicular bisector, line CP, meron tayo ditong point C. So, C is on line CP. Okay? So, if we connect point C to the two endpoints of segment AB, meron tayo ditong segment AC and meron tayo ditong segment CB. So, ang sinasabi ng theorem is that CA must be congruent to CB. Okay? So, yan yung sinasabi ng theorem natin. So, other illustrations. Tingnan naman natin tong figure na to, no? So, we have segment MN. Ito yon, segment MN is divided into two equal parts. Ano yung two equal parts na yon? You have MP is congruent to PN. Okay? So, therefore, meron tayo ditong perpendicular bisector kasi na-divide siya into two equal parts. So, this line right here is your perpendicular bisector. Okay? So, perpendicular bisector yan, yung line na yan. Okay? Now, on that perpendicular bisector, marami tayong points na makikita. So, point T, point S, point R, and point Q are on this yellow perpendicular bisector. So, if we connect point T sa endpoints ng segment MN, so we can say that MT is equal or congruent to NT. So, similarly, MS must be congruent with NS. So, ganun din sa iba. MR must be congruent to NR. And MQ is congruent to NQ. Okay, so by the perpendicular bisector theorem. So, any point on the line, on the perpendicular bisector, okay, so if you get the segment connecting the point to the endpoints of the line segment, then they should be equidistant. So let's have some examples. So given line BD is the perpendicular bisector of segment AC. So nasan si AC? Ito yon, si AC. And itong line na to, itong red line na to, this is your perpendicular bisector. Okay? So, ibig sabihin dito, AB, segment AB, is equal or congruent to segment CB. Okay? So, equal yan. Yung dalawang yan. But, hindi natin hinahanap yung measurement ng dalawang yan. What we are concerned is the value of X. So, given CD is equal to 3x plus 14 and AD is equal to 5x. So, applying the perpendicular bisector theorem, Okay, so since point D is on the perpendicular bisector, then D is equidistant from the two endpoints. So, ibig sabihin, CD is just equal to AD. So, substituting the values, 3x plus 14 is equal to 5x. So, 14 is equal to 5x minus 3x, 2x. So, x is equal to 7. Last example. Line T is the perpendicular bisector of segment JK. So, ito si JK, no? So, ibig sabihin, JH, this one, is congruent to KH. Ito, nasa baba. Okay? So, given JG, so JG ito, is x plus 12, and KG, ito, 3x minus 17. So, what is KG? Alright, sige. So, applying the theorem, again, JG is equal to KG. So, x plus 12 is equal to 3x minus 17. So, ano yung makukuha natin? 2x is equal to 29. Tama ba? So, x plus 12, 3x minus 17. Yes. Okay, so x is equal to 29 over 2. So, if you want kg, so just substitute. So, that is 3 times 29 over 2 minus 17. So, pwede nyo nang kunin yung value niya, yung final value niya. Okay, so that is how you apply the perpendicular bisector theorem. So, that's the end of this video. Thank you for listening.